The Los Angeles Lakers did the impossible. In a market where a big man is worth its weight in gold, they actually managed to find a talented big man that can serve them for years to come. I personally do not know how Rob Pelinka keeps pulling these moves, but they managed to sign Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. And this is an amazing trade for the Los Angeles Lakers. They get everything they ever wanted in a young player who is versatile, who has a really amazing touch for a big man of 7'2". He is also very explosive, a lob threat, athletic, a very talented player with a lot of room to grow. Plus, he is only 23 years old. Like, I just don't know how Rob Pelinka keeps pulling these moves. Like, did he made a deal with the devil? Is Adam Silver on his speed dial about these trades? Because he just keeps pulling these trades that shouldn't happen, and they happen. Because everyone and their mothers knew that the Los Angeles Lakers need, a big man. Everyone knew this, but he actually managed to get a very talented, legit, good big man that can score, that has a good touch, as I said before, and that will pair perfectly with Luka Doncic. So they found everything that they wanted for a really fair price, I would say. A lot of people are going to be sad that Connect was traded, but to be honest, it is far easier to find a player on that position than to find a center nowadays in the NBA. To me, the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers this season should be Mark Williams, Vanderbilt, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic. And already it sounds really, really good. And listen, I'm gonna say it, even though maybe some people do not believe in their bench, I still think that Rui Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith, Christian Wood, Gabe Vincent can do something at least for the bench. And as the playoffs come, usually the roster is gonna shorten, so it's gonna crystallize by then. And also, let's be honest, Rui Hachimura would be a starter on many teams, so having him on the bench is also a plus. And switching him with Vanderbilt when you need him is also gonna be a benefit for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, of course, the biggest problem is going to be the center position, especially in a matchup with Jokic, because we still can't find a Jokic killer. I think he is just unstoppable, and whoever you put against him, he's going to cook them. So you need to find someone that's at least gonna slow him down a bit. Now, will Mark Williams do that, especially with him being 23, with not having a lot of experience in the playoffs? We will have to wait and see, because as we saw from some other teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, they are stacking a lot of bigs to prepare for the battle with Jokic. In general, they're trying to do the Los Angeles Lakers bubble tactic, which I think is not working anymore because Jokic is in such good form that now he just keeps cooking whoever you bring. But we will have to wait and see with that matchup. I'm not sure if Mark Williams is going to be a good matchup against him. In the last two games that they played against each other, Jokic scored 30, 16, and 10, and 28, 13, and 17. So, yeah, I think now officially we can call the Los Angeles Lakers a contender for even this year. And I think that the main reason why is because Luka Doncic demands so much attention that players around him are going to have open shots. And then you have Austin Reeves, who is a really good player in my opinion. He has that killer mentality. Then you have LeBron James with a lot of experience, who can just keep cutting to the basket. They can make LeBron James play like Russell Westbrook in Denver. If you guys watched a bit of Denver's games with Russell Westbrook, the guy is getting so many free points. People do not know what to do with him. He's getting the easiest points of his life. And I think that's going to happen when Luka and LeBron start playing together. And now having a 7'2" big that can just get those easy points under the basket, I think they're going to be a very dangerous team. Very, very dangerous team on every position. And yeah, I don't know how Rob Pelinka did this. Like, to be honest, he is already the GM of the year. I'm personally, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a Denver Nuggets fan, and I wish we had a GM like Rob Pelinka who is, like finessing everyone with these trades. What he did to the Dallas Mavericks is absolutely crazy. I think all Lakers fans need to make a statue for him if they win this season or the next season. Yeah, he deserves that statue. I've seen some people talk about the Lakers bench, but honestly, the Lakers bench actually seems pretty good, because usually the roster gets shortened for the playoffs, so we could expect about 3 or 4 players. And you have like Rui Hachimura, who is probably going to be on the bench. Then you have Christian Wood, that is injured right now, so we're not sure if he's going to even play. But if he comes back, maybe that is going to be a decent addition. So yeah, I think personally, when you compare the Lakers, reserves, it is pretty decent in comparison how it could be. I mean, when you compare it to some other benches in the league, like for example for the Denver Nuggets, their bench is so streaky that when Jokic is out, you pray for the bench just to hold on until he comes back into the game. Now, a key reason why I think that possibly the Lakers can actually win this year. Yes, it sounds crazy, and no one believed in this probably this year. But after these trades, I personally think that they can actually win against anyone. And as I said before, I'm not a stan of the Los Angeles Lakers, but I do believe there are some teams, of course, that to me have a better overall team, like the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Denver Nuggets are streaky. They're so good offensively that sometimes they can just overpower a team. And also the Lakers do not have a good experience against them. But I think with Jamal Murray being very streaky this year, the Lakers actually have a chance to win against the Denver Nuggets for, I think, the first time in a really long time. So yeah, I don't know. The other teams like the Dallas Mavericks, they could be an interesting matchup, especially because they have so many bigs, and then they have Anthony Davis now, Kyrie Irving, and stuff like that. But I think that the reason why the Dallas Mavericks are going to look totally different this season is because, as I said before, Luka demanded so much attention that quite simply a lot of players aren't going to get free shots. Like PJ Washington isn't going to get any free shots. It's going to be like that because other players like AD and Kyrie, even though Kyrie is a beast, usually they can be played one-on-one. You don't have to double them or triple them like in the case of Jokic or Luka. So because they demand so much attention, I think it's going to be a big problem for the other teams when they guard Luka or Jokic. But for this all to work, LeBron has to step down. He has to step down as the playmaker, maybe occasionally take that role, but he needs to give the keys to Luka. He would really have to swallow that ego pill just to, lower it down, and then the Lakers can actually become, a very interesting team this year. They can build up to be a really amazing team next year, but even this year, as I said, if the chemistry works, they can actually go really, really deep in the playoffs, and potentially they can win it all. Just few injuries. If few injuries happen around the league, let's say Oklahoma City has a few injuries, or I don't know, they play against Boston or in the East or Cleveland. I could see a LA Cleveland finals. I don't know why, but I can see LA Cleveland finals, and if there's some injuries or some weird games, you never know. It's the NBA. Sometimes stuff happens, and let's be honest, also the NBA wants the LA Lakers to go as deep as possible. Yeah. no Diddy, in the NBA playoffs, because that means a lot of money, that they need, a lot of viewership that they need. So yeah, those are my I don't know, that's my quarter. It's not 2 cents but a quarter, let's say. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff, and see you later, alligators. Bye.